Hi everyone, welcome to Bevz with Says. We're at Daddy Bar in Brunswick. Today I've got a very special guest. He's a comedian. He writes sketches for social platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. He's on a national tour with Luke Kidgell, and he was the Raw Comedy Finalist with a few other people. Pretty bloody impressive. Welcome, Blake. How you going?
I'm well. Thank you very much for having me in Brunswick with the lads.
Yeah, we love to see
Cheers
it.
to that.
Okay, wait, eye contact. If you don't do that, your whole world is going to fall apart, brother. Do you like crystals, though? We're in Brunswick.
My old roommate used to be really into that sort of stuff, and I was never really a true believer in it. And then she got me on board a little bit, but I still haven't bought any of my own.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the next step.
Such a hypocrite. Such a hypocrite.
Thank
Jesus
you.
Christ. Okay, so you're a country boy.
Yeah.
How long have you been in Melbourne for?
Pretty much smack bang on a year. I moved last year, like a day before the comedy festival started, and then just been living it up here since then.
Yeah, what made you decide, hey, I would like to get into stand-up? Because it's a bit of a moment when you think, I'm going to get up on stage.
Yeah, well, it sort of felt pretty natural, like the transition into it, because I started doing videos first. And then, just sort of naturally, I don't think there was ever really, I think it always just was meant to be, pretty much. I never really thought about it too much. It just sort of felt like what I had to do next. So, I just pretty much just moved here to start doing it, and then couldn't for about 10 months. So I'm really still only a stand-up baby pretty much. So
yeah, fucking hell. Like, it is actually so brutal when you start stand-up, especially like when you're in a dead room or you're first on stage and it's like your second gig or something. Is there any moments that you remember where you just bombed really badly?
Yeah, the first couple were pretty rough. Like, I did a gig in somewhere in South Melbourne, where I won't mention the venue name, but you had to like pay to get into the hat for the open mic.
No.
And then the dude gets up and he's like, and I just want to let everybody know before you get up on stage, if anyone swears, you will be like kicked off stage and you won't be able to do the rest of your set. And I had like, that's 80% of my material down the drain. And I was like, okay, well, if I'm not first up, I'll be able to maybe salvage something here. But then as it happened, I was the first one out of the hat. So that was a pretty rough gig. But at the same time, I've been pretty lucky to sort of bypass the open mic scene pretty quickly now.
You are lucky.
Yes.
You are lucky.
Yes.
I tell you what, like, I don't know this comedy night you're talking about, but I probably would have just walked out.
Yeah.
Because you got to pay to do open mics?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, it wasn't good. And then, because it was like my third gig ever, so I just didn't know that wasn't the way people are supposed to behave when they run an open mic room. But,
Shit.
Yeah, so fuck that gig.
So you're on a national tour, which is like, fuck yeah, first year of comedy.
Yes.
Let's go. How do you know Luke Kidgell?
Well, I can't remember how he saw. I think he just saw one of my videos once on TikTok when I was still living back home, and then he asked me to be on his podcast a couple of times, and then sort of got talking from there, and then we've pretty much been tight since.
I feel
then.
like you're kind of like the Gen Z vibe, and he's like the millennial vibe.
Yes.
How old is he?
26.
I'm not
27.
age shaming. But like, it's kind of like a good balance.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One thing I noticed when I saw you at the Raw finals was, this was before I knew you were like doing like comedy gigs with him. So in my head, I was like, old mate's just done a couple open mics and he's going for it. So yeah, it does make sense that you've been on tour. What do you feel like is the difference performing in country towns rather than the city?
I don't know. Sometimes the country towns are better. Like we did regional New South Wales for about 3 weeks at the start of the tour. And like most of these towns you go to, it's like the only thing that's ever happened there in the last 3 months. So they're kind of ready for anything.
Yeah.
And they're a lot more sort of keen to get rowdy and sort of have more of a laugh than maybe Melbourne gigs are. But yeah, no, I like doing the country towns. They're great.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I've never done a country town gig like a normal one. I've been where people have bought tickets to see this other dude, and I've just been lucky enough to tag along.
Yeah, I think I saw a video where you're like day in the life of a smaller comedian opening for a big comedian.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck, so true. You're from this country town. Was there any open mics there or anything?
No, there wasn't a lot of comedy anywhere. Like we would have like Arj Barker maybe play 40 minutes away. That was sort of the realm of comedy in country New South Wales. But yeah, I'm only sort of starting to see like comedy nights pop up like very recently. So I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Maybe you started the trend.
Yeah, maybe I was the trendsetter.
Yeah, you were.
But yeah, no, back in Cora where there's not a lot of tolerance for the arts.
Tolerance, good word.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. My brother's a dancer. I'm a comedian. Probably not the best place to live if you want to be any one of those. So yeah, that's hence why I'm here now.
You kind of started off in high school. Were your mates just like, what are you doing, bro?
No, well, they had to convince me to sort of get on TikTok. I was one of the dudes who was like in late 2019 pretty hesitant towards it. And then, they were quite pissed off when I actually made a success out of it because I didn't really want to do it. But yeah, now I'm hooked on it.
Dude, okay. One thing I want to talk about is you've got like a lot of characters. But my mate said, because I was like, oh yeah, talking to Blake Pavey, and he was like, oh dude, Sheza, Cheryl.
Yes.
Yeah, can you explain who she is?
Well, Cheryl's based off, if you've seen the ads that, I'm not sure if they still run, but there was an anti-smoking ad that ran a few years back where this lady was suffering so bad from throat cancer that her voice had started to go a bit off the rails.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's based off that. I think I said in the first video I did, it's like her long lost sister. And they sort of run in this family of people who have this weird voice. But yeah.
Fuck, is it alright if you do a tiny little bit of Sheza?
Yeah, I can crack her out. I don't know what to say. I'll just do what she says on the ad pretty much. So it basically the ad starts and then she's like, and then the ad continues from there.
Dude, that's so cooked though.
Yes.
I saw old mate sent me a video and you're like holding a ciggy in it, but the way you're holding it is like a seasoned smoker for 40 years.
Yes.
You're just like, you know what's up. Do you smoke?
No.
Good.
No, I don't. I've got like lung issues, so I can't do it. But I've watched my sorry to out her, but sorry, my mum smokes. So she was a mother smoking around her terminally ill boy for most of her life. So shout out Joey on that one.
Love you, Joey. Speaking of terminal illness, good segue. You work your illness into your comedy quite well. First of all, 10 out of 10 for originality.
Thank you.
Because no bloody critic's going to be like, oh, he talks too much about his illness. Like, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
How did that start? And when were you like, okay, I can work this in now?
I don't know. I can't really remember how any of my stand-up bits come about. I guess I just sort of write them on the day. But again, it was like stand-up in general. It just felt pretty natural to sort of talk about sort of myself.
Because you had a joke about your dad going through a midlife crisis at the same time as you.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Thank
Honestly,
you.
That's just eloquent. I love it. You've got this dad character too. What's your dad like? Is he like this character?
A little bit. I would say the dad character is like a lot of my dad's physicality mixed in with my mum's personality, I guess. Like my mum's a bit up and about. She's a bit cheeky. She loves having a laugh. And then my dad, I just stuck all of that onto him. So yeah, he copped the brunt of it.
Oh fuck. And did you meet John Cena?
I did.
What's the story there?
Yeah, that was my Make-A-Wish. That's what I picked.
Oh my God. How old are you?
I was about 14. So maybe too old to be watching scripted men in underwear.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Tackling each other. But again, it was great. It was so good.
What did he say?
I can't really remember. I think we just had a chat for like half an hour and I was able to ask him a bunch of questions. They like picked us up in a limo to like the event that we went to, and then we got like front row seats, so we got the VIP treatment. But it was good. It was very good.
So, are you someone's Make-A-Wish?
I think if a kid picked someone that does primarily TikTok for his Make-A-Wish, he deserves to die.
Yeah.
That's
like
not
low key. Yeah. You've got so many options.
Yeah, I want to meet Charlie D'Amelio. Unplug him, please. Do you know what I mean? It's like no, that's not. I can't imagine anyone.
We're giving TikTokers way too much credit these days.
I know, it's not good.
Honestly, like I can't. I mean, just shoot for the stars, right? Like be a bit better.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like John Cena.
Yeah,
fucking hell. Like, okay. Speaking of the internet and all this shit, I did a little stalk of your Insta, of course. Kind of hanging out with like a lot of comedian blokes who also make content.
Yeah.
When you're hanging out with them, do you all like help each other make content, or do you help each other with stand-up stuff?
A little bit here and there. I think probably the main people that have helped me are sort of Luke and Lewis primarily in terms of stand-up. But the other blokes, I think we're all just happy being mates.
Yeah, really. Just the boys.
Yeah, and then you have your few little collabs here and there. But yeah, honestly, I think the last thing we want to do when we're all together is just talk about the thing we're already doing all the time.
It is a job, everyone,
yes,
to entertain.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I don't want to complain. It's a very...
it's always that thing, isn't it? It's like, I'm really privileged, though, to HelloFresh. Thank you.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. But, okay, comedy crush. Who is it?
Comedy crush. I don't know. Luke Kidgel.
Of course.
Yes. Seeing that man in hotel rooms across the country has really sparked a flame within me.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. What's like... Okay, so you obviously have like heaps of people follow you and you're performing all over the country. When it comes to dating, are you just like... What's the go with that?
I don't know. It's sort of I can't say. I'm
not trying to hit on you, by the way. I'm just trying to, because a few people message me like different questions and they're like, "Oh, is he single? Like, what's going on?" I'm like, mate, let the man live. Yes. But also juicy content.
Yes. No. Well, I am single. There's not a lot of. I just haven't been but I've just been traveling around the country like a madman over the past 3 months, so I just haven't had time for it. But
if you could date a Melbourne suburb, which one would you date?
Probably Toorak, so I don't have to work.
So you can just be a little sugar baby.
Logistically, I'm not here for romance. I'm here for the benefits.
Mate, honestly, that's actually so smart.
Thank you.
I should really be crossing that river more. The Yarra, honestly. Fuck. Okay, another question that I wanted to ask is when you're looking at like your future and everything that you're going to go through as a comedian, where do you see yourself going? Do you see yourself like, I'm going to move to LA or I'm going to move to London, or you're just going to be like Aussie?
I don't know. I think I'll probably head over to the UK at some point and do stuff over there. If I fucking won Raw, I would have been able to.
Yeah,
Dogs.
It's kind of fucked up, yeah.
No, we love him, Rob.
Love you.
Start the trend.
See you next year.
Yeah, bloody oath.
Jesus Christ.
No, but yeah, I think I'm probably going to try go over to the UK maybe later this year, early next year or something like that, and just to try meet people over there. And then try to do like sort of the New York stand-up scene over there. I'd love
SNL?
to do. Yes.
Straight up.
I'd love to.
Are you the Pete Davidson of Australia?
I don't know. I would love to date all these celebrity women just due to tattoos and a somewhat decent personality, but
mate,
and I'd love to be the biggest enemy in Kanye West's life, so hopefully one day. But no, I'd love to do SNL. That'd be the best,
dude.
Being the first, like, even if I was to get on SNL and fail miserably, like, you'd just come back here and have a career set up for life.
That is
because you were the
so
first
true.
Aussie on SNL.
Yeah, I feel like Conan seems to have a few Aussie comics come on, like Becky Lucas, Reese Nicholson. So you could probably get in there.
Yeah. I saw Nick Cody yesterday, who's been on there a couple of times, so maybe I need to use him as the connection.
Yeah, start clout chasing, brother. I mean, it's time.
Would be rude not to.
Yeah, honestly, the festival's nearly over.
I know.
So get in there while you're young.
I shall.
Yeah. Are you going to do any gigs at Sydcom Fest?
I don't know. I don't even know when it is.
Yeah,
I swear nobody knows when Sydney Comedy Festival is.
It's kind of like the shitty cousin of Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Yeah. I'll probably do gigs up there.
Yeah.
Depending on when it is.
Oh, shit. Low key, when I was stalking you, you said you're trying to plan an hour show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here we go. Solo Man on the rise.
Yes.
When is that going to happen?
That will, depending on when I get all the material together, maybe I think the plan is to start touring it at the end of the year, and then just do that for a couple of months, make sure it's pretty tight, and then lead that into the next festival.
Yeah.
To get all those good reviews out of it. So yes, I just got the promo shots done for it 2 days ago actually.
Nice.
So very exciting.
What's the vibe? Is it kind of like? Can we hear the title that you're thinking of?
We can hear the title. It's going to be called... I've never said it on a public platform. This is a bit of a scoop.
Worldwide premiere?
It's going to be called Literally Dying. Because I am and they hopefully will be.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Jail.
Thank you.
Death. Oh, my God. Dude, that is actually iconic. I don't want to blow smoke up your ass today, but that's pretty good.
Thank you.
I'm not going to lie. Okay, so Literally Dying. I'm guessing the show is going to be about dying.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very CF heavy show.
Oh, we love a CF heavy show. What do your parents think of this whole situation? You being a little famous little person.
I think they were a bit hesitant until I started making a bit of money out of it.
Fair.
And then sort of after that, they were like, oh, okay. But they don't know what, like, the protocol is when I'm out and about with them and I get recognised. Like, someone will come up to me and be like, oh, Blake, I love your videos. And then, like, my dad will just, like, ask them if, like, I want to take a photo with them.
Oh.
I'm like, that's not the protocol, Dad. Like, we're not supposed to initiate this.
Dude, have you had any weird encounters with people? Like uncomfortable ones?
Yes, a lot of... Sorry to degrade Luke's audience here, but most meet and greets after his shows, there's always a few odd units coming up to us. Pretty much every show we've had so far, we get at least one person come up to me and say, hey, we matched on Tinder, but you never replied to me, which has been fun. But no, it's, just stuff like that.
Do you just do that to fuck with people in each country town?
No, I just forget that it exists, really. Yeah.
You're 20, you know?
Uh-huh.
There's only so much room.
Yeah.
There's only so much room in the brain.
Very much so.
Oh, mate. Where's the Tinder sponsor as well? Let's see you. Okay. Well, I would like to say that I see good things in the future for you. But if this all goes to shit... what's the plan? You know, are you going to do a trade? What if you weren't doing comedy? What would you be doing?
I don't know. I was supposed to before I like started it, I was going to go to uni for like sports management, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, seriously though.
Yeah, I don't know what I thought I was going to do. I was just like, that sounds pretty broad, and I also like footy, so that sounds good. But then I got into this, and it's a lot better. But like, if it goes to shit, hopefully I can stretch it out at least 20 years, and then I'll die. Sorry.
You're so good at like just popping out the death
Yes.
comments. We've got to say literally dying.
Yes.
Do you like seeing people just like surprised when you say you're going to die soon?
Yeah, it's quite
It's kind
good.
of like,
I like there's one joke that I can't give it away because it will be in the hour.
Okay.
Where there's like a good 30 seconds of people feeling very uncomfortable, which is my favourite 30 seconds of the show.
Dude, as a comedian, I'm just like, I love it. Like, I love that awkward as fuck tension.
Yeah.
When people are just like, oh, what is he going to say?
Yeah.
And I did feel that tension at your set.
Oh, yes, you would have seen it. It was the last
joke.
Yes.
I won't give it away. But then all of a sudden, when you kind of like, things become a little bit clear, the yakking from the audience is good because you kind of release them from feeling really fucking bad for you.
Yes.
And then they're like, mate.
No, that's my favourite, like my favourite sort of joke, I think, just stretching that rubber band and then letting it break.
Dude, we need it. We need it. With performing, like mentally, have you ever felt kind of anxiety or stress? Like, or do you just get adrenaline?
I think I obviously get the pre-show nerves as per usual, but yeah, I just get the first joke out there and then I'm usually fine. But yeah, no, I think the most nervous I've been for a set is probably Raw, just because I knew it was my biggest crowd, plus the TV thing that got to me a bit. But I kind of I was pretty lucky to sort of do like 18 nights of comedy before that, while with Luke anyway, so that calmed it a bit. So I'm happy I was able to sort of do the same 10 minutes every night. So at least I had that bit down. So
true. What, like, is there anything that really pisses you off that media have said about you? Like, is there things, or like I saw somewhere that you don't like being called like a TikToker or an influencer? Not like you're like, oh, he's so hard to deal with, but it's like more people are not kind of. Gabby Bolt was saying the same thing. It'd be like, here's the TikToker Gabby Bolt. She's like, just did a gig down the road. Is like, why does that piss you off?
I don't know. I think I guess it's sort of like when YouTube first started, like YouTuber, like in about 2008 would just conjure up this image that wasn't the best image, and now sort of TikTok's going through that. But I feel like on the Australian scene, there's just a lot of people like, you know, Gabby and Samantha Andrew and all those types of people that we're moulding something else for ourselves. So I think it's the fact of just trying to break out into another medium. So when you hear,
and
he's the TikTok star with 25 million likes, and it just conjures up a bad image, I think. Yeah,
and then people expecting you to be like how you are on TikTok, kind of, and you're just going to pop out some wigs and like your dad outfit. You're like, brother, that's too much. Outfit changes.
I don't have the energy to put on a one-man show with like a array of 7 different characters,
like a La La Land vibe, like Emma Stone at the end.
We watched that like 2 days ago, actually.
Fuck, really?
Me and the lads watched it at about 2 a.m.
Yeah, the lads.
Call us a bunch of La La lads.
Oh my god. Honestly, I'm not surprised though. You do give that energy.
My brother's a big musical theatre buff, so so that's how I was able to watch it without getting bullied in a country town. I was just like, my brother likes it.
Yeah, I'm sick of people and the toxic masculinity of music theatre. I'm like, let's all just admit it.
It's great.
We love it. We love to see it, except for Glee. That's dead to me. Sorry.
Me and my mates were going to go on like a musical theatre pub crawl one night. We would just go to so many musicals in one night. It's going to be magnificent.
Mate, that's
I can't
brilliant.
wait.
Okay, so if you could put on a musical though, if you wrote a musical, what would it be about?
I don't know. I don't think I have the skill to write a song.
Oh, don't put yourself down. Don't put yourself down.
Probably be about, I don't know, literally dying maybe.
Mate, you put Bo Burnham
Musical
in your inspo.
Yeah.
Where's the song?
Oh, I know. I probably could do something with it.
Yeah.
Except I have just no musical talent whatsoever.
You said it. I was thinking it. You know, it's okay. It's okay. Well, I would like to say thank you very much for coming on. I expect big things, but stay humble.
Yes.
You are 20.
Will do.
Calm down.
Yes.
Keep it together.
Yes. The Twitter likes are going to come out soon enough.
Yeah.
So there's always that possibility. I probably have about 3 months left.
Mate. Well, Twitter's kind of old news anyway, isn't it? It's like Facebook is kind of going downhill.
Very much so.
Yeah. You can have all these followers, but at the end of the day, when you're performing, Nana, I literally am I'm a baby comic. I've got nothing.
Oh,
you're doing way better than me, mate.
Oh, thank
honestly.
you.
Yeah, it's a big compliment. It's a big one because I'm doing pretty well. Okay, well, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Be safe.
Yes.
Enjoy Melbourne.
Yes.
Enjoy the big smoke. And yeah, this has been Bevz Says. We've got Blake Pavey. We're going to put all his like info for shows and shit in the show notes. Go see him live. He's pretty funny. He's okay.
It's fine.
I don't know. That's up to you at the end of the day. All right, bye. Oh, you did such a good one last pint, the band's alright. You wanna come, Bevz Says. Courtyard, grab a sketchy pub. You wanna come, Bevz Says.
Ampel. Here.
Is this thing on?
Yeah, that's on. Don't touch that.